guys, welcome back to my channel. For this tutorial, you're going to be needing your hook. I'll be using the 4.0mm hook. You need your scissors, your stitch marker, and you'll be needing any color of yarn of your choice, any yarn color of your choice. So as you can see, my yarn is like kind of big, hence the like big hook size. So you can use the hook size according to your yarn. So first things first, you're going to be making a magic ring. And to make the magic ring, you're just going to like form an X this way, then insert your hook like this, pull it through like this, then you're going to chain one to secure and chain one extra. So after that, you're going to be making 3 double crochet. So insert your hook into the circle and yarn over 1, then yarn over 2. So after doing this, you use your stitch marker to like mark, because this is the first stitch. The 2 chain we did does not count as the first stitch, so this is the first stitch. Then make another one, another double crochet, which is the second. Then yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. This is the third. After that, chain 2, 1, 2. This serves as the corner stitch, like the corner of our square. So you make another 3 double crochet. So 1, yarn over, put through, yarn over, put through like this, 2 and 3. After that, you chain 2 again. So 1 and 2. You repeat the same thing, make 3 double crochet again. So because we'll be needing 4 clusters of double crochets, like 4 clusters of 3 double crochets, you get. So this is the third cluster now. You make double crochet, the third one. After this, you chain 2 again and repeat the same thing. This is going to be the last cluster of double crochet, you get. Then the third one. After doing that, you chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to slip stitch into where you put your stitch marker. So just take off your stitch marker and make a slip stitch like this. So you can see after doing that, you have like a hole in the middle. All you have to do is just take the tail and like pull it. Just pull it and yeah, it will close. Then for row 2, if you want to change your yarn after row 1, then you can change it. But for me, I want to make 2 rows of this before making 1 row of the other color. So chain 3. This 3 chain 3 serves as 1 double crochet. So you leave that space and go to the next corner, this corner here. So every space that we had like 2 double crochet 2 chains is a corner. Do you get? So this corner, you're going to make 3 double crochets like this, chain 2. So you see the whole corner, this is like 4 corners. So for this part, for all the corners, you repeat the same thing. So chain 2 after making 3, then make another 3 double crochets into the same corner. Do you get? So you repeat the same thing that we did, just make 3 double crochets in that same stitch or that corner space. Yeah, after that, yarn over in the next corner, in the next corner space, you repeat the same thing, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets into the same corner space. So yeah, after that, chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over and make another 3 double crochets into the same corner. And this is the last one. Yeah, so after that, this is the second corner. So the first corner and the second corner. So now for the third corner, you repeat the same thing. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So anytime you get to a corner, just have it in mind that you're making 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets into the same corner space. Do you get? So after that, the normal thing, chain 2 and make 3 double crochets into that same space. Now we'll move to the last corner, sorry. This is going to be quite different because we already have like 1 double crochet already. So you make 3 double crochet first. Chain 2. Then you make 2 double crochet because the chain 3 that we did is already this one is already like a 1 double crochet, so you just do 2 double crochets. So make 2 double crochets like this, 1, 2, then you slip stitch into the 3rd chain. This chain that we did, you slip it into the 3rd one. So yeah, take up your stitch marker and slip stitch there. So this is what is going to make it 3 double crochet. Do you get? So to go to the next row, I'm going to be changing my yarn. So I'm just going to chain to cut off my yarn and tighten my work like this. So now you can see how it is. So I'm going to be changing. I'm going to be using this color. So if you want to be doing interchanging one, like after every one rows, you can still do that. But me, I want to like just make 2 rows of this color and 1 row of this dark one. So take your yarn, make a slip knot and insert it into this space where you ended. Insert it there. Then you're going to like chain 1 to secure, then chain another extra one. Do you get? So yarn over into that same space. You're going to make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After doing that, don't forget to always, if you're a beginner, don't forget to use your stitch marker so you don't make mistake. I always say this in all my videos. Make sure you have your stitch marker with you. After doing the 3 double crochets there, yarn over. Always take these tails along so your work, you know how to like do a lot when you're done. You have to start sewing in ends. Do you get? Even if you do, you just do a little, but so take it along. When you get to the corner, the next one is going to be in the corner space. So make 3 double crochets in the corner, chain 2 and another 3 double crochet into that same corner space. Do you get? Just the normal way we do our corner. The way we did our corner for the 2nd row is the same thing you're going to repeat for this 3rd row, and all the whole rows. Whenever I get to the corner, just have it in mind that you're making 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. Do you get? So the 2nd one, yarn over, insert your hook into the space and make the 3rd one. After doing that, make sure you're taking this back along, but if you find it difficult, just leave it. Then you have to like sew in the ends later on. So yarn over. So when you yarn over, insert your hook into this space, the next space, and make 3 double crochets there. So yarn over like this, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. After that, you go to the corner space. So yarn over, go to the corner space, and just repeat what we do in every corner, like I said already. So make 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets into the same space. So chain 2 and repeat the same thing into the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Now after doing that, yarn over in the next space, you make 3 double crochets. So you make 3 double crochets, then when you get to the corner, you repeat the same thing. Do you get? Then you make 3 double crochets there, then when you get to the corner, you repeat the same thing. So just repeat 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in every corner. no matter the row that you're in, when you get to the corner, that is what you're going to do. Do you get? So yeah, just that as the square like increases, as you go further, like as the row increases, you just have to like keep increasing how you do like the three double crochets. Do you get? So for this third row, we are doing like one three double crochet before we get to like the space, like the corner space. In the next row, we'll have to do three double crochets in each side before we get to like the corner space. Do you get? So as the row keeps going, the more like the three double crochet space increases. So just like this, now I'm doing three double crochets here before I get to the corner. So yeah, you just repeat the same thing. After doing this, when you get here, you just have to make a slip stitch. So you just take out your stitch marker like this and make a slip stitch. After making a slip stitch, chain 1 and chain 2, then cut off your yarn. For me, I'm cutting off my yarn, but if you're not cutting off your yarn, you can just continue. You just continue, you go for the next row, but I'm cutting off my yarn before I go for the next row. So you just keep increasing till you get like your bust measurement, like sideways. So just keep increasing. So I'll be using this color for the next one. So just keep increasing. And yeah, always insert your hook where you ended, the space where you ended, that's where you insert your hook. Always make sure you insert your hook into the space where you made like when you ended the row, and don't forget to always take that one along. You keep increasing until you get like, we are doing this square is not going to be like a square form, it's going to be this way. So make sure that this middle part is like wide enough to cover your bust. Did you get? So just keep increasing till it's like wide enough to cover your bust, or till you get like your half bust measurement. Now I'm done with mine. I've gotten like my bust measurement, like it's wide enough to cover my bust, and I did a total of 14 rows. I don't know how many you're going to do, and my bust and my yarn weight might not be the same with yours, so work according to your yarn. Do you get? And your hook size. You must not have the same row with me, like the same number of rows with me. So don't bother when yours is not like fully covered when you are at your 14 rows. Just keep increasing and increasing till you get your body measurement. Do you get? And yours can even be less than mine. Now we'll be going to the crisscross part. So you're going to insert your hook into one of the four corners. So just pick where you want to be like the top. Just pick any one, and yeah. So make a slip knot like this and insert your hook into the space, not the stitch, like that space there. So you're just going to like chain one to like secure. So chain one, then you make one single crochet into that same space. So insert your hook into it and make a single crochet like this. After making your single crochet, now you're just going to like make the number of chains that you want. I'll advise you make like maybe 150 to 200 chains. So just make chains according to like how long you want your chain to be. For me, I made 200 chains. So you can go ahead to make the number of chain that suits you or that you want to do. After getting a desired number of stitch, just chain one more and cut off your yarn, then pull through and tighten it. Just tighten the edge, just like I did here. As you can see, my own distance is like way big, because of my yarn. But if you're using like a very very thin yarn and you don't like how the outcome is, you can just like make single crochets. After chaining, you make single crochets all the way from that end till like you get to this part. Do you get? Then when you get to this part, you just make another chain, the same number of chain you did, and you like do one single crochet down to like this other place again, this same spot, and then just slip stitch and end it. But if you are okay with it or you want to like go with it, then just repeat, just end the cut your yarn, then reattach it to like this space. The way that I'm doing, just reattach it to this space like this, and within the other strap. Do you get? So you chain one, then insert it into the single crochet that we did, then slip stitch. After you slip stitch, then I don't know if you saw what I did. Let me repeat it so that you like see what I did. So you take your yarn, make your slip knots, insert it into the space like this, then you just chain one like this, so like just secure it. Then into this one, that single crochet we did, you make a slip stitch. Do you get? After making a slip stitch, then you make the chain, the same number of chain that you did for this other strap, you repeat it on the other side as well, on this side as well. So I'm going to see when I'm done with my chain, and I'll tell you the next things to do. After getting my chain, you can see that we have like a very, very long chain, and because of the texture of my yarn, my chain is like thick and okay. So go ahead to like tie this up, tie it 1 and 2 or any amount that I want to tie, but don't just tie it just once. Okay, I tied mine twice because I was okay with like how tight it was. If you have your darning needle, use your darning needle to sew in the end, but I'm going to show you a hack because I was so lazy to stand up from where I was sitting to go and get my darning needle. So just insert your hook into like this V, like the normal place you insert for your stitch and everything. Just insert your hook that way, like inside out, inside out, inside out, this way. But make sure that the last one is like coming out from the back, like the back part. Do you get? So make sure like it's coming out. If it's not coming out, you have to take it out and do it again till you get like make it to come out from the back. Then just pull it, just take the yarn that I want to like sew in, like just pull it, and yeah, it's very, very simple. That's the hack I do most times, and it works for me, so you can try it as well. After that, I just draw it like this, and everything is hidden, but it's like show a little, so just use like your maybe your lighter to like just burn that part, and that's all. So you go ahead, cut this part as well, and like burn the end, and yeah, that is all for like this part. And now I'm going to be showing you how you're going to like insert the straps to like the other part. Do you get? So you take your straps like this, you turn your work like the inside, like the rough part, not the front. So this is like the back of my work, so the back is like facing me, facing up. So I'm going to like take one of the straps to the other side. So I'll take one to the left and the other one to the right. Do you get? So like this. So that's like the other corners, like the two opposite corners. Not the one directly from the neck, like the sides. Do you get? So just insert your straps this way. Can you see it? But me, when I did it this way, I actually like cool with it. So you can actually put it the other way around, but I think this one is what works for me. So just insert this strap into this corner space, and that's all. You're done making this cute summer top, and I can't wait to see you recreate yours. By the way, we'll be monetized, guys, so don't forget to like send me gifts, send me super thanks, and yeah, support me, you guys, support me. Thank you for like bringing me this far. We've been monetized, and I'm so happy to like announce this. See you in my next video. Bye.